Last week, I was standing in the kitchen when suddenly my hands started to vibrate. Now, they weren't shaking like tremors, they were vibrating on the inside. And here's the wild part, nobody could see it. I looked completely fine. And that's the problem with so many Parkinson's side effects. They're invisible, they're unexpected, and yeah, they're not in the brochure. So today we're going to dive into part 2 of the side effects doctors will not warn you about. And some of these, honestly, they're worse than tremors.
Welcome to Living with Parkinson's. The good, the bad, and the reality. Real talk, real life, real community with Bryce Perry. Let's begin.
Hey, friends, welcome back. If you saw part 1, then you already know how real this is going to get. Thousands of you dropped comments, you shared your stories, and you said things like, "Thank you. I thought I was the only one." And if this is your first time here, I'm Bryce, and this is Living with Parkinson's, the good, the bad, and the reality. Now, I've been living with Parkinson's for over 15 years, and I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. This channel is about real life, real community, and real support. So stick around to the very end to unlock today's Bryce-ism, one of my signature one-liners that's real, raw, or ridiculous. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the movement. Let's talk about what really happens with life when you live with Parkinson's. Oh, and you know what? Stick around because I've got a story coming up about nearly blacking out in the pharmacy aisle and scaring a poor guy who was stocking toilet paper. And you really don't want to miss that one. So let's kick things off, though, with the one that inspired today's video, the internal tremors. So it's like your insides are shaking, right? But nothing shows on the outside. It's unnerving, it's disorienting, and it makes you feel like you're imagining it. I've had days where I felt like I had an electric toothbrush buzzing inside my chest. But to everyone else, I look totally calm. It's like living in a haunted house where the only person who knows it's haunted is you. So if you've ever felt that invisible vibrating, then give this video a thumbs up or comment right in the comments right now, me. That way I won't feel less alone. And hopefully you don't either, because it's not just you. Let's let people know that it's real. A lot of people just don't even believe it's real. If they can't see it, it's not happening. That's what we're going to do here. Comment me and let's go. Now, here's one that I have so much fun with. And this is another symptom that they didn't tell me about, was brain fog, or as I like to call it, that moment when you forget the word for toaster and you call it the TV bread cooker, right? I've had conversations where I'm mid-sentence and the word is just gone. I've had podcasts and videos where the word is gone. Opinions, right? Here we go again. How many times? I know people think that's hilarious, but again, it was one of those things that just disappeared. It's like someone yanked the cable right out of my brain. It's not dementia, but it's very frustrating. I once forgot how to say appointment during my neurologist appointment, right? And yes, this symptom has made me miss messages, appointments, and even speaking gigs because I've scrambled the dates and the times. How about this? Why don't you drop a comment? What's the weirdest word that you've blanked out on? Or do you blank out on words? Make sure, sometimes I feel like I'm all alone. Anyway, let me know in the comments if it happens to you, let me know what happens to you. And if it doesn't happen to you, or if it does happen to you, let me know what word you blanked out on, because I want to see if there's a consistent thing. If it's the same word every time, I don't know. All right. Let's move on to another thing another symptom that they did not tell me about when I got diagnosed. It was the drops in blood pressure, right? Let's talk about that orthostatic hypertension, aka the I just stood up too fast and now the floor is spinning feeling. I once stood up from a pharmacy blood pressure chair. I turned to say thank the staff, and the entire room did like a barrel roll. I grabbed the nearest thing for balance, which happened to be, guess what? No, you won't guess it. Okay, here it is. A cart full of adult diapers. The poor guy stocking the toilet paper nearly had a heart attack. And now I stand up very slowly. That ever happened to you? And if it has happened to you, to let you know you're not alone, and you probably haven't done it as brilliantly or as graceful as I have, but you're not alone. It happens. And it's not just getting older, it's Parkinson's. It really is. Now, something I've been dealing with a lot lately, and again, this is, where I've been kind of pushing into looking deeper into what's going on here. But how about this? Another symptom that they did not tell me about, and they didn't tell you about, or maybe didn't tell you about, is your internal thermostat, right? My internal thermostat, it's broken. Some days I'm freezing in a hoodie. Other days I'm sweating through my shirt in air conditioning. And I don't even get me started when I go public speaking. It's crazy. I've sweat through more dress shirts than I care to admit. And this isn't just nerves, right? It's that anatomic dysfunction. Parkinson's hijacks the part of your brain that controls body temperature and says, let's mess with them today. Ever sweat for no reason? Or have you ever froze when there's no one else is? I don't know. My wife, Carmen, she says, I have like this perfect internal temperature. And she said, or perfect temperature that I need the house to be set at. It's not 19 or 20 or 21 if you're in Celsius, or I don't know, 78, 79, 80 in Fahrenheit. She says it's like 79.2 or 70.3, right? Or in Fahrenheit, it's 19.6. And she said, anything over and I'm freezing, anything under and I'm hot. Did I just do that backwards? I really did, I think. Anyway, you catch my drift. And if that's you, right, here's all I want you to put in the comments: hot flash hero or frozen solid. Let me know. Let me know if that's you. Now, here is one that I really want to talk about because it's not talked about often. And we've gotten so many comments. And there were so many comments from the episode 1, and that's constipation. And yep, we're going to go there. Let's talk about constipation. When Parkinson with Parkinson's, it's not just eat more fiber. Okay. It's my meds aren't working because nothing's moving. One time I went like 4 full days. By day 5, I was Googling, can a person explode from not pooping? Right. It's not just uncomfortable. It throws off your meds, your mood, your everything. It's very frustrating. It's extremely nerve wracking. It can be humiliating. And if that's you and you're dealing with that, let me know. Is this something they told you in the very beginning, or did you have to learn this along the way? Or are you just learning it now? Because it's something that we may dive into. Actually, I probably am going to dive deeper into in later. But let me know. Drop your safest constipation hacks in the comments, because somebody is going to thank you. Everybody needs one, and I don't know them all, but it is something that so many people deal with, and it's such a like this hidden, embarrassing symptom that we don't want to talk about. And I think we're going to have a whole episode just about pooping. But anyway, let me know in the comments. Let me know if that's you. Let me know if it's something you deal with, and let me know if you think it's a good idea to do a whole episode on that. Okay, here's another one, the sixth one that they don't tell, the symptom they don't tell you about. And this one is for the over-prepared. Okay, I plan my outings based on bathroom access. I've memorized every clean restroom in the city, because when I gotta go, I have gotta go. No warning, no grace period. And yes, I've had accidents, and more than once. Is it humiliating? It is very humiliating. But you're not gross and you're not alone. You've just got someone navigating Parkinson's with courage. So fill up that cup, man. Fill up that cup. And one that I've touched on, I touched on it in chapter 1 in the first video, and this one I'm dealing a lot with, and I'm feeling a lot of people have really messaged hard on this one, and I really want to touch on it again. But it's I want to go a bit deeper on it. So it's this one: my face doesn't always show what I'm feeling. My voice is quieter. My smile doesn't always show up. People are always asking, "Are you mad? Are you bored? Are you tired?" And you know what? Yeah, sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I'm mad. And sometimes I am bored. But sometimes I'm having the best moment of my day and nobody can tell. That disconnect, it wears on you. Have you been there? And if you're there and you're feeling that, here's the truth. You don't know anyone at performance. You're still you, even if your face isn't playing along. So what helps? Well, one of the main things that helps is staying on, right? Staying on your on time instead of your off time. And you know me, I'm telling you again, because repetition is learning. How do you help stay on? Journal it, track your trends. I track my meds, my food, my sleep. I use my pill bottle, pill cap timer religiously. And some of the other things that I do, I carry around sugar because sometimes nausea hits out of control, out of nowhere. So I got my peanut M&Ms, as you know. But my most powerful tool and how I deal with all of this stuff, because it's embarrassing, I'm learning as I go, is my community. It's talking with you, talking with others, reading through the comments, and sharing openly in the inner circle. And it reminds me that I'm not alone, and neither are you. And if you're feeling that embarrassment or that sting or that frustration or that anger over these symptoms that no one told you about, or symptoms that you're dealing with, you just can't find a way out, you need community, and you need a band. There are support groups probably all around the world, and there's support groups around you. I know there is, or there's places to plug into, right? And you need to do that. Okay, so let's keep this going. Tell me in the comments, what's your hidden symptom that nobody warned you about? Just drop it in there and vote for the ones that you want me to cover in part 3. So if you see a good one in there and you agree with it, give me, vote for it. And I'm going to put together part 3. We're starting the symptom of the week soon. So let me know what you want me to dive deep on next. Is it that constipation? Should we go deeper on that? Should we go deeper on the mask? You tell me. And if this video helped you or made you laugh or made you feel seen, give it a like. And if you know somebody feeling alone with Parkinson's, send this video to them. Please do that. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, you want to talk a bit more in depth about this, you don't want to put it in the comments in public, well, then join the Inner Circle. It's a private group, monthly live talks, real talk. The link's in the description. No pressure. It's totally up to you. And if you made it this far, then you've unlocked the Bryce-ism of the episode. And here's your Bryce-ism. With Parkinson's, your symptoms don't knock. They barge in uninvited and pantless. You're not alone in this. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out together, one day, one video, and one story at a time. And until next time, you keep doing life.
Parkinson's may be part of your life, but it doesn't get to define it. Thanks for listening to Living with Parkinsons, the good, the bad, and the reality. If this episode moved you, helped you, or reminded you you're not alone, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Want to go deeper? The Inner Circle is waiting. Monthly Zoom calls, 24/7 community, and a direct line to Bryce. You'll find the link in the show notes. Until next time, keep showing up and keep doing life today.